Hello everybody, it's Crafty Ria and I'm back again with another video. If you remember from one of my Happy Mail videos, this really cool shaker card was in my Happy Mail and I decided I would make one to show you how to do it. It's made with vellum and it's really cool. I called it a shaker card. It's a shaker pocket, but we can put it on a card. Before I do that, I want to share a little organization tip with you. I've been working really hard and cleaning my desk. I know this part of my desk looks clean, but the rest of my desk I have cleaned it a bit. And I want to show you what I did. I have this box. It is a Christmas box. I got it one year for Christmas, and it had some, bath and body stuff in there. So I thought it was really a cool box. I've had it for a long time and I've used it for various things. But this I'm just keeping on my desk, keeping my glues in it. I've got my tacky glue, my art glitter glue, my Elmer's glue. I have my stamp cleaner spray, my scrubber pad, and my book of my card sketches. When I do my card sketch, I go ahead and just keep them in this little, it's just a photo album from the Dollar Tree. And they fit in there perfectly, and I have future sketches in there that when I see an idea and I come up with it, I just go ahead and put it right away onto a piece of paper so I don't forget. And then my glue gun kind of just fits there so I don't lose it. And then my other thing, I may have shown this to you before. This I got at a thrift store when I went thrifting with my BFF Valerie. It's a wooden desk organizer. And in the front part, I have all of my pens. These are my planner pens. They are erasable. Some of them are friction. And then another one is just a cheapo brand from Amazon. I got a huge pack of them. They work pretty much the same. I can't really tell the difference. And in here is just some paper. I have some really cute sticky notes that I keep in there. Anything where I might want to, write something down. I have some address labels. I have my Doggo planner, and my husband got me that for my birthday or Christmas last year, and I use that. I keep track of my YouTube videos and when I'm going to publish them. I keep my Tim Holtz ruler in there, and then all of my scissors and my bone folder. So I just have that right to the side and ready to go so I could just grab something when I'm on camera. I've been using that for a long time. I just wanted to show it to you. Anyway, back to the video. This is the shaker pocket. It has some sequins in it, and it's made out of vellum. So I went through my stash and I took a couple of vellum scraps, and I wanted to see what the best way to seal the edges was. I asked the girl who sent it to me, and she said it was art glitter glue is what they used. So I used several things. I tried Elmer's art glitter glue and my tape runner. The tape runner, you can see the line of tape. It works, it sticks down, and it dries instantly pretty much. Elmer's and art glitter glue were exact. I don't see a difference in either one. Both of them do curl the vellum a lot when you put it down, but it holds it good. Of course, you can see it on both of them, but I think if you cut the edge with a decorative edge scissor, it doesn't make it as noticeable. This is one I did, and I cut it with my decal scissors. So I was just playing around. I don't really see much of a difference. Use what you have. to adhere the vellum to each other, and then cut it with a fancy scissor and you won't notice it so bad. Even on this one you can see the glue on the edge, but it's cut with a pretty scissor and it just looks like it's part of that edge. So I will set that aside. The paper that I picked for this is this pretty vellum. It has embossed butterflies on it. I found a sheet, it was twice this size. I cut it in half and it is just about the right size to go on the front of a card. So I got a piece of plain white vellum for the back. And also I have these sequins that I had gotten in one of my last Dollar Tree hauls. And a purple one escaped. And I have these two butterflies that would be really cute to just put on the front. I don't need to do a lot of embellishing to the front because it already has the butterflies, but I thought one butterfly and then I would use sequins in the colors that go with that butterfly, that match that butterfly. So what I will do for this is, first of all, I will put down a piece of paper. I have this scrap piece of paper. It's from something that I had gotten in the mail. I want to put it down just so I don't get glue all over my mat. It does tend to be a little bit messy. So I will start by putting adhesive on 3 sides of this. I will use the Elmer's, and you're just going to run a bead of the glue around the edge. You want to make sure it's one solid line. You don't want any holes in it, otherwise the stuff will come out. And then I will put the top piece on, and it's going to look pretty yucky and it'll probably curl up. And it's okay if it's not perfectly on there. Use my bone folder and push that down to spread that glue out. You can really see how that glue spreads out. And the edges will curl. It curled with both the art glitter glue and the Elmer's. And this is a non-porous paper, so it will take a while to dry, even for the art glitter glue. But as Carol Duvall would say, through the magic of television, I have another one that's already done. And this one is art glitter glue, and you can see the edges are curled the same way this is, and it curled just as bad. And what I kept doing as it was drying was pulling it down straight, trying to get it to stretch and be straight. So you just kind of have to be mindful of that and just play around with it. When you use your tape runner, it doesn't do that. But you'll want this to be completely dry before you move on to the next step. So my next step then would be to take my decorative edge scissors, and I'm going to go ahead and use my favorite, the decal edge. I have all sorts of them, and I'm just going to cut right along that line of glue, trying to keep it sort of straight. I don't want to cut too far into the glue because obviously I want it to stay glued shut. If you cut too far into the glue, you can always add a little bit more glue if it opens. The decals are great because you don't really have to line them up. This little piece didn't come out so good. There we go. So I want to make sure it is still good on all sides. Yeah, it is not. It is still good. It did not come apart. I'm still not happy with this bottom corner. There, perfect. Get rid of my scraps. And then I will fill it with some sequins that match the colors of the butterfly. I think this bright fuchsia, I guess you would call it, this bright pink would be good. I think I'll do it on here in case I make a mess. These come in little packages that you can reseal. It's really nice. And I'm just going to take a pinch of them and just stick it down in there. And it's got some purple, so I will do the purple. You don't want to put too much, but you want enough to make it really pretty on the inside. And how about, it has a little red in the middle, so let me put some of these red ones. I should have gotten more of the sequins. I think they had some in like silver and gold and more neutral tones. But I figured I would get them, you know, the next time I went. I didn't know a pandemic would come along and stop me from going. So we have that, and then I will pull some of the blue ones. And it has, I think, more of this color. This teal color, Melissa's favorite color. If you're watching, Melissa, hello, I'm using your favorite color. These are great packages of sequins for $1. You get 6 little baggies. It's a fantastic deal. Okay, and I'm just going to kind of shake it up in there. Yeah, I think that's very pretty. I will put a couple more colors in there just for some interest. I'll put some of these green, it's yellowish green. If you have little beads, you can use those, whatever you have. And I'll put some of this dark blue. So I have like 3 pinkish and reds and 3 blue colors. I think that'll be good. And this purple one ran away. I will put that purple one in there. Okay. And then what I would do with this would be, I would run a bead of glue across the top inside. You want to make sure it goes all the way from one end to the other. Yep, I think I got it all the way. And do the same thing with this. I should have used dark glitter glue to show you, but this one may not curl up as much since it's already stationary on 3 sides. And then when that dries completely, I will cut it with the same decal edge scissors. I do want it to dry completely. It would be a little harder to do tape on the top part. And then you would take your butterfly, and I think I will use tape on this. if I can get it on the back without ripping this little paper butterfly. I will add some glue. I will throw my glue bottle and make a lot of noise and just set this down at the bottom. There we go. And you can decorate the front with, you can stick a couple of sequins on it or some stickles like she did here. Trim it and then you can adhere it to a card. And when I would adhere it to the card, I would use the same, I think I would use tape right along that back edge. So here's what I will do. I will cut this carefully, even though it is still wet. You have to be careful not to tear your vellum when it's wet, since it's kind of like when you mow wet grass. I will use my tape runner for this, and I'm just going to put it right along the edges, just where that glue is already kind of showing. Be careful not to move my butterfly around. There we go. Now normally I would let that completely dry. And you have a really easy shaker box card. And then what I would do is probably put a couple of the sequins on the front with a dab of glue. I'll take out a couple of these. There are little spots on here, little circles already, so I will put one on each of those. I have one there, one there. I will put one up here. And I'll put those away in a little bit. I will do some of these teal colored. Let's see, I've got, how about one down here, one over here, and one over here. And I will do one more color, and of course that's going to have to be purple. It's my favorite color. When in doubt, use purple. Let's see if there's any more of those little dots. I could put one here, one up here, and one over here. I don't want to do too much to take away from those really pretty embossed butterflies. There we go. He is all done and ready to fly into someone's mailbox. I think that came out really cute. Thank you so much for the happy mail and that idea. You can, of course, do anything you like, any season. We could even do one with a piece from a recycled Christmas card. That would be really pretty. Thanks again for watching. You know I appreciate each and every one of you. If you like the video, please do give it a thumbs up. Click that subscribe button. Leave me a comment below. Let me know what you think. Let me know what you would plan to do with the vellum and some pretty sequins or embellishments. If you haven't yet checked out my Facebook group, Create with Crafty Rhea, we're having a blast over there. The ladies there are awesome. Please head on over there. And also I have a brand new Patreon page, and I will put that link below. You can check it out, and you just might be one of the lucky people that gets one of these cards in the mail from me. You guys take care. I hope you have a wonderful day. And until the next video, you know what to do. Go get crafting. Bye-bye.